Hey friends, back with another update. So today is a very important day. It is reveal day, so the clients are finally coming to see not the finished but almost finished project. The living area is pretty much done, so I'm really excited to see their reaction. Unfortunately, I won't be able to get that on film, but I'll tell you guys about it. So really excited for that. It's going to be a very busy day, just trying to make sure everything looks nice and clean and up to par. Can't wait to get started, and thanks for watching. Okay, this is another update of this guest room. Put the rug down. Those are some pillows from at home and bedding. Okay, so for this room, the black room, we got the rug in. Now we are just waiting for the rest of the furniture from the vendor. We're getting a dresser, the bed. The bed is going to be a faux leather green statement bed. You just got to see it. If you haven't seen my previous video, go ahead and watch it. It has all the renderings for the plans of this room. We did get some nightstands in, which were completely too small. So we ended up sending those back, and we're getting some larger ones. So erase these from your memory. And then we got the curtain rods installed. This room has really tight corners, so it's going to be interesting to see how we're going to hang the curtains, because the bed is going in the center of the windows. They're going to be velvet black curtains. We got some artwork here, and then we have the rug, and it's all going to come together. Stay tuned. And this is the gamer room. This room is going to be completely different. We are moving that desk to the opposite corner, and then there's going to be a black couch on that wall in the center of the wall, and then a TV on the opposite wall right over here. We finally got the dining chairs assembled, and here I'm just styling the centerpiece for the table. The centerpiece is a very abstract, minimalistic centerpiece. Purposefully did that. We didn't want anything that was too large scale or too distracting, so we went with something pretty simple and pretty small. I'm just adjusting the stems here and seeing which way I want it to be. In this case, we could have definitely upped the scale, which we'll probably end up doing eventually, but this is what we're going to have for now. Now for one of my favorite parts is the coffee table styling. And let me just point out, because I know somebody's going to say something, there is a scratch on there. Don't worry, we got it handled with the client and the manufacturer. Okay, to start, I'm building a foundation of different heights by using the coffee table books and the larger pieces like the candelabra and the vase. I love how books bring a layered look. That is a huge plus when you are styling a coffee table. Always use some books to change the height of different things. And also, with the concrete plinth being so sleek, I wanted to bring some warmer textures and tones to make it more cozy. So I added the organic wooden base and the brown stems, as well as some warmer tones of leather and wood. The organic shapes and earthy tones really help soften it up. I also have a round marble bowl and a rectangular marble box, and that is to add some practicality and function to the space. You always want to have some sort of storage on the coffee table so you can put your knickknacks in or your remotes, and the natural textures play off each other to create a little bit of a contrast. I've also added a smaller tray that has the candle snuffer and matches for more practicality, and I think it adds a little charm. So this is what we're going with for the living room coffee table for now. Need to get another candle and remove some of the packaging and prices, but I will do that when the owner arrives and approves of everything. So I'm happy with it. This is what it looks like sitting down in front of the fireplace. For something a little bit unexpected, I wanted to add this marble chessboard because it adds a touch of playfulness, something for your guests to do when you're entertaining, and also it acts as a visual anchor for the table, and it makes everything feel nicely grounded. I wanted to provide a little more context on this project of mine. So I completed most of this project while my clients were traveling, and so at this point they were coming back home for the first time, and so that's why I kind of called it a reveal. It's not a full reveal. That video will be coming out later. It's more so them seeing the house in person, semi-decorated for the first time since they've moved in. There still is a lot more that needs to be done in the space overall, but for the most part, the living room is almost finished. And they were very happy and excited to see the progress of the project when they came home. Okay, so now we're back in the primary bedroom, and what I'm doing here is basically remeasuring and taping out the space that the dresser is going to go. This is a very long and large dresser, so I just want to triple check that it's going to fit and how it's going to line up with the TV placement and everything. You can never triple check enough, clearly, based off the guest room nightstands that I just showed you. So this is a really quick hack if you want to check and see how things will look. Okay, so basically I taped out the TV, which is going here in this little box, and then down here is going to be the dresser. So that's the dimensions of the dresser, and the height are those little two pieces of tape, and then the TV is going to go above that. Now it is time to put the bed together. Okay, so this is the bed so far. I think I like it. I feel like it still needs some darker tones in the bedding, so maybe some more pillows or something like that. If you're wondering, we did not leave the bed like this. If you've seen my previous project update video, you'll see the renderings that I put in there and what it's supposed to look like. And so we did go ahead and add some darker brown to the bed, and you'll see some pictures later on in this video. So I'm gonna add some carpet tape to keep this rug down. Of course, I forgot my scissors. Now, we totally could have used a rug pad in this room, but we just went ahead and used the carpet tape, and it worked for this particular situation. And it was only the edges that were kind of lifting up. So this ended up working out. This was one of my favorite features in this room. These lamps are super high quality, very heavy, solid marble, and I just love them. They're totally statement pieces, and I feel like they just set the tone for this bedroom. And as promised, here are the pictures of the bedroom with the added darker tones. For whatever reason, I could not find the footage of me putting this in there, but we put the canvas above the bed with the picture light, and it really balances out the dark tones in the rug, and I just love it. Shelf styling is one of my favorite things to do when it comes to interior design. Unfortunately, I did not get this entire process on film, but what I typically do when it comes to shelf styling is I start by anchoring different vignettes using larger pieces. So as you saw in the earlier videos, I did purchase plenty of vases and larger sculptural pieces. And so from there, I start to place them to make my vignettes. I like to use different heights of things to keep the eye interested. So you always want to do varying heights when you're grouping items together. The rule of 3 is really important. I typically use the rule of 3 when it comes to shelf styling. So if I have 3 vignettes on one shelf, then the next shelf I'll have only 2, and you'll see that variation in pattern in the shelving here. Another essential piece when it comes to shelf styling is books. So they can be regular books. I like to use design and decor books. They can be faux books. I actually have some faux books on this shelf along with decor books, and greenery. So I like to use stems. I don't add stems in all the vases. I like some vases to kind of speak for themselves as they are almost pieces of artwork on their own. And then I like to add different textures. So textures. I like different patterns and different textures. I do tend to go more on the neutral end, but with texture, it adds that interest without throwing a bunch of color in. An update with the lights. We changed the shades and the light bulbs, so it's more of like a neutral light. So that's the bathroom now. Still have to accessorize it. These lights as well. Here is a quick look and update of the theater room. We have the media console installed, so now we can move in the furniture and get this room completed. We're just putting this curtain rod up for this room. Furniture's coming later this week. We got these lights up. Love them. Entryway is pretty much done. Just gonna need to get an extra light bulb. Beautiful. I think this is pretty much done. I think maybe putting some books right here would be cute, or books under this bowl. But other than that, I like to keep it simple and loving it. I'm I'm always a proponent for full mirrors in the entryway or hallway because it's the perfect place when you're on the go. You can check yourself out. When your guests are coming in, they can check themselves out. So I feel like it's the perfect place. And then this area next to the stairwell, I just felt like it screamed at me that it needed a full-size mirror.
Boxes, but this is the bathroom. Still need to style it. Thinking about adding some art of the toilet and then some greenery in here. And yeah, that's about it. Here's another view from inside the bathroom. Doesn't need too much. Alright, so this is one of the guest rooms so far. Not a lot in here. We got the painting, we got a pillow, a mirror. And this is where the gym is going to be. Beautiful, beautiful room. The sun is installed in here. And we're gonna put the mirror on this wall, but we're gonna put a gym mirror on this wall right here. Yeah, it's just a blank canvas for now.
That is it for now. Thanks for watching, guys.